We've all heard the call for blood donors, but there's another great need for donors in your community, and we're talking about bone marrow.
Now a Central Illinois family is helping to raise awareness and honor their loved one. Happening in your community, a bone marrow drive in honor of John Hustedt. Joining us, Jennifer Hustedt and Amanda Howie for the Community Blood Services of Illinois. Thank you both for coming in. So we're going to start here with Jennifer. Tell us a little bit about John and the journey that he was on over the past couple years.
So we're from Paxton. He graduated from PBL, which is very close to Champaign. He was diagnosed when he was 21 with aplastic anemia and PNH. Both are very rare. Aplastic anemia less so. 2 years ago, when he was entering his junior year at U of I, he had just transferred from the Parkland Pathway program to U of I to study crop sciences with a focus on genetics and plant breeding. He was diagnosed with MDS, which is always turns into leukemia, and it's always treated with a bone marrow transplant, which you receive a transplant from someone who donates. Most people think it comes from a family member, but that's only 30% of the time. So most of the time it comes from people around the country, around the world, who enter the registry to donate for other people.
And bone marrow has really become a topic of interest among researchers and amongst donors, and trying to build that pool. And I'm sure the Community Blood Services has been trying to help with that in our communities.
Yes, we recruit in the local area 90 miles around Champaign-Urbana. So we take care of all the donors here in the Champaign-Urbana, Illinois area. And we have a huge following at the U of I, and that's where we'll be having this drive.
Which is wonderful. And Jennifer, your brother, when did your brother pass?
In August of 2015.
Okay.
So I was
very recent.
Yeah, and I was reading though that he had a 70%, there's a 70% cure rate, right? But that wasn't what caused him to pass away.
He actually passed away because of something called graft versus donor disease, which is where the transplant actually attacks your body and causes you to have complications. Our family wonders if perhaps the outcome could have been different if we had had more donors to choose from. We only had one to pick from, so that's why we encourage people to join the registry.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that really limits your options there.
Yeah, very much so.
So let's talk a little bit about how you can become a bone marrow donor. It's just a simple cheek swab, right?
Yes, so all you are doing is just filling out an application and swabbing your cheeks, but by doing so you are putting yourself on the national and international registry and saying that if you were ever a match for someone like John, that you would move forward with that process. Now, there are already 25 million people on this registry throughout the world and 12 million in the U.S. So that's saying how rare it is that John only had one donor.
Wow.
And there are patients who are waiting right now for a donor to walk in. So a matching is through HLA, which is a DNA level test. So it's not like your blood type or anything like that. You could actually change your patient's blood type. So you could be an O and donate to an A and turn that patient into an O. So it's kind of a cool thing.
Wow.
A couple of things I'm sure people are out there thinking, because you know, you think of bones and getting into the bones, they're concerned about pain down the line.
Oh, yeah.
And then you bring up putting their information in a database. Some people might be a little leery about that, but you go the extra effort to make sure that the information is kept private.
Oh, absolutely. So even in our system, you are just a number unless someone needs to know your name. But you hit the nail on the head when you said the pain thing. People come up to my table and they say, "Isn't this going to hurt?" It's not a painless process. I'm not going to say it is, but 75% of the time, it's exactly like donating plasma. That's all it is. It's a blood filtering system, and then the other 25% of the time, it's still the marrow donation. This is what people are so scared of, but it's not like Hollywood shows you. You're always under anesthesia. Most people wake up and they say they feel like they fell on the ice, kind of like bruised, and that bruising will go away in a week. So, and I've had donors give and then run the Illinois Marathon 5K the next day.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, so it's not near as bad as people think.
Huh.
Well, and the reality is that this can very much save somebody's life.
Yes.
And that's why Jennifer and her family have been so courageous to come and talk to us. I mean, this is obviously still very near and dear to your heart. What do you think John would think of this?
I mean, he was interested in genetics, and he was very big into helping other people. So I think that this disease was really important in his life, and he really wanted to help other people benefit from what he went through.
Yeah. Okay, so when is this drive?
So this drive is a week from today. It is at the U of I campus in the ACES library and at the Union. But some important things to know is that you can join online right now. So all you have to do is go to join.bethematch.org/join4John. And it is just like donating with us. And if you're anything like me, I'm a Champaign-Urbana local, and you really want to help, but you do not want to go to campus, you can come to the blood center at the corner of Wright and University, the Community Blood Services Blood Center, and register same time, same place. So a week from today, 11 to 3.
It's right there in your presence. You all know where that is. So head over there because you can make a difference and really have the potential to save a life here. It's so important. Thank you for being here, and thanks, Jennifer, for coming in and sharing with us.
Yeah. Hey, we will connect you with all of those details on how you can get signed up to be a match at CILiving.tv. We'll be back.